drinking Dr. Pepper right now.
That's exactly right. That stuff is good. It's got sugar in it. And two doctors have told me that if I drink it, I will die. But they died first.
You're drinking.
Well, hello, everybody. Boom. Everything's lined up right. What's shaking, bacon? Yeah, I didn't check my hair before I got on here. It was just a swirl because I kind of was laying down earlier. Swirly. Man, this shit is wild. This goes where it wants. Yo, yo, yo. Hold on. Let me get to the... Boop. There we go. Happy Monday, everybody. How was your weekends? Ahoy, Mario Fernandez. Shh. There we go. There we go. Now I can actually blow through this thing. Man, it was clogged as but Pirate Ghost. Yeah. Greetings and salutations, one-man show. How you doing this evening, man? How's your weekend? You all rested up and recovered? Oh, yo, yo. Oh, boy, yo, yo. All right. It's back here. So I'm kind of eating dinner right now. Sorry about that. But I can do a little something while when I take a bite, you know, or whatever. Hold on. What can we do here? We got this one. I just want to let you sleep since you got to be up early. Hey, sorry about that. All right. Zachariah. Hey, Zachariah, how you doing, man? What's good? How's your weekend, Zachariah? What's good? Rumble in the Humble? That's my line, dog. I am craving the intro song. The Russian submarine is missing. The one that carries the bombs that cause radioactive tsunamis. Apparently, it went for a dip. Ooh, no shit. Fart smoke. Colacao and Maria cookies for breakfast. Hola, cookies. Hofcast, how you doing, Hof? Thanks again for being on, Hofcast. Glad you want to see Set another show up soon. Hell yeah, man. It was nice hanging out. I kind of want to hang out a little more. Last time, my girlfriend was coming by to give me a ride to go pick up weed because I was out. And so I need to make sure I got there before they closed. But yeah, man. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. Rested, I suppose. Recovered? No. Fierce headache and an earful from Catherine. Apparently, she is not a cold weather woman. Well, that's a bummer. How's Catherine tonight? One man show says, thankfully, she's at home. Excuse me. Oi, oi, oi. You know, I'll play a little Ted Lasso here real quick.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves. You know?
Okay.
One man show says she's currently on the phone, relaxing beneath an electric blanket, or so she tells me. God bless our dear Catherine. Yo, I like the cold because, like, you can snuggle up during the cold. You can do an electric blanket. You can do a weighted blanket. You can wrap yourself up like a burrito and just in front of a fire. It's nice. Now, heat, on the other hand, there's a limit to how much you can take off. Not just legally, but like just actually physically. You can't take your skin off to cool down. So yeah, man. I don't know. So tonight it's gonna be all Vigi games. We're doing straight Vigi games tonight. Unless what's it called? Except for what's it called? Except for one thing. Except for Spaceballs. I'm doing a quick little Spaceballs, dipping into Spaceballs, and then the other stuff. But yeah, give me a minute. Let me pull this stuff up. All right, close this up. Actually, before we dive into everything, let me pull up. This is the tab with all the stories. This is a thing that I just pulled up just for the show. Apparently, North Korea done fired a missile over Japan. So yeah, alarms going off and stuff. Korea's getting ballsy again. They calmed the fuck down during Trump. They calmed down during Trump, but then not no more. Not no more. That was something that a Russian guy actually pointed out to me. He's an immigrant. He's lived here for years. He met his wife here, everything. He was always wearing like America stuff and American flag. Huge pro-Trump guy. He's the one that pointed out to me the foreign relations wins that Trump had under his belt. I was like, that's a very good point. That's when I started looking at, what he'd actually done and how it went. All right. All I know was that she actually got angry because my central heat doesn't work. Well, snuggle up in her blankets, bro. Like, that sucks that your heat doesn't work, but what are you going to do about it? Did you pay the bill for her? Good day, Aiken. How you doing, man? Good day, Kai. I'm going to show off gas awesome everyone. She's well off. She can pay her bills, her own bills, just fine. Chill watch. Hey, Erica Gardens. Good evening, señorita. Bit of an issue. They sure did. YouTube channel only in Japan. Go ahead, a stream on it. Looks it's finally going nice. Hey, how you doing, Manta Ray? Good evening. It is for her, it seems. I almost got married once. Same here. Almost. I hunger for death. All right, well, before you go and do that, let's talk about Spaceballs. Spaceballs makes me not want to die. Because if I die watching Spaceballs, I don't get to finish watching Spaceballs. You know? No. That's just not going to happen. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to watch Spaceballs pretty soon. Because of this article. It made me want to watch it. George Lucas's only rule for Mel Brooks' Spaceballs inspired one of the film's funniest scenes. 1 second. George Lucas didn't set out to create a merchandising empire with Star Wars. That's just the way it worked out. Lucas wrote and directed Star Wars in 1977, helping shape Hollywood's blockbuster era. He took an age-old story of good versus evil, sprinkled in some World War II parables, and set it in a galaxy far, far away. Some of the decade's biggest sci-fi films were in high concept with adult themes. Films like Silent Running and The Man Who Fell from Earth explored topics like environmentalism and the human condition, not exactly children's fare. Lucas engaged younger audiences with general audiences with colorful characters, dazzling special effects, and easily digestible narrative. Like a nebula star forming, blah blah blah. 2 years later, when Mel Brooks contacted George Lucas about a Star Wars parody, Lucas had only one rule. It had nothing to do with what we saw on screen. So, as influential as Star Wars was for Hollywood movies, it made an even bigger splash in how Hollywood ties merchandising into its films. George Lucas, you know what? I'm gonna change this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah. George Lucas made a groundbreaking merchandising deal with 20th Century Fox, turning down an additional $500,000 payment for directing the film in exchange for the movie's licensing and merchandising rights. It gave Lucas total control of the Star Wars universe, including feature films and any product licensing. The immediate merchandising, which included seemingly every toy under the sun, more than covered Lucas's gamble. Theaters continued to fill as Star Wars toys flew off the shelves, leading to 2 original sequels and cementing Lucas's legacy in Hollywood. The licensing became the gift that kept on giving, to the tune of $4 billion when Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney in 2012. He told the Hollywood Reporter he's never been interested in merchandising side of the franchise. He says, I'm just the movie guy. The branding and licensing and that sort of thing, it's fun. I like that there's a lot of great toys and funny t-shirts and really great gadgets and things fun. Things that are fun. But at the same time, my main focus is just making the movies. Although his focus might be on the movie, he knew what he had on his hands. When Mel Brooks came calling with the pitch of a Star Wars parody, the only concern Lucas had was the merchandising tie-ins. Give me 1 second, everybody. I gotta play a little something here. Here we go.
Category is people who annoy you. Niggers! Huh?
Oh, naggers, of course. Naggers. Right.
Can we cut to,
So, of course, Spaceballs, the flamethrower, a children's toy. Star Wars might have inspired some strange ripoffs throughout the 80s, some unintentionally hilarious, but it wasn't until 1987 that a proper parody was made. Thankfully, it was done by the master of parody, Mel Brooks, as he did with other parody films. Brooks went to the creator of the source material, in this case, Lucas, for his blessing to produce Spaceballs. In his book All About Me, Mel Brooks explains that Lucas only had one request in spoofing Star Wars. He, Lucas, said he had seen Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein and was a big fan. He enjoyed the script and only had one real caveat for me: no action figures. He explained that if I made toys of my Spaceballs characters, they would look a lot like Star Wars action figures. So even though in the movie itself, we have Dark Helmet playing with action figures, we never sold any. And he has all the fucking toys. Oh, they made all the little action figures, but they could never sell any. Although Spaceballs is meant to be a parody, Brooks' conversation with Lucas inspired a scene about Star Wars merchandising that is as real as it gets. Brooks takes a shot at the ridiculous amount of Star Wars merchandise available in one of the funniest scenes in the movie. The director called the scene a whole expose of the movie business. Oh yeah, it goes.
Who hasn't heard of yogurt? I am the keeper of a greater magic. I say.
Where's it? There it is.
Come, walk this way. Take a look. We put the picture's name on everything. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made. Adorable.
What was this? Anyway, it is made even funnier because it's true. Chances are there's a curious piece of Star Wars merchandise in your home. There's certainly no shortage of mine. Comic book resources shared some of the weirdest Star Wars merchandise, including a disturbing Jar Jar Binks lollipop and a poorly positioned tape dispenser that makes you pull tape from C-3PO's crotch. While Spaceballs might be a parody, the merchandising scene might be the truest. The merchandising scene might be the truest take on Star Wars this side of the galaxy. So yeah, that's how that merchandising scene came about. When he talked to George Lucas, he's like, "Okay, just you can't make any toys because it'll look too much like the Star Wars toys. Use the Schwartz." I need to scroll up a little bit. Is TVA not reaching your Moonshine Mountains? Let me see. I am twice divorced. Sorry to hear that, Mario. That sounds like two pains in the asses to go through. My HVAC was installed by the lowest bidder before I acquired the house. Everyone knows how that story goes. Yeah. Guys, Spaceballs is top 5 comedy for me for 25 years. You've never seen it? Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a while. I want to watch it again because this movie made me go, man, I haven't watched this shit in a minute. I'll pour 2 out for you. Use the Schwartz. Hey, Kai, how are you? How's it going, Potato Revan? We're talking about Spaceballs. And then video games, pretty much for the rest of the time. First one, Polish. Second one, Austrian. Boogers. Spanish, I mean. Hey, guys, 2 things. This is Kai discussing video games with me. And I'm 1 away from 280. Please go check out. Yeah, go check out Potato Revan. Sorry I couldn't stay longer, Potato Revan. Next time, I'll make sure I'm there on time because I totally missed that. I got swept up in my work. I got to start writing down streams I'm guesting on my calendar. I didn't do that time, and I learned from it. Oh, the kids love it. I feel for you, Mario Fernandez. My mother was half Polish, half Ukrainian. My girlfriend speaks Polish. It always makes me kind of giggle. You have made a grave error, sir. To Potato Revan says Manaray. Mario Fernandez says, Aiken, it sounds like a tough cookie. Did your grandparents meet after the war? Ooh, how so? All right. Let's talk video games, y'all. Let's talk video games. Quick one first. For anyone that loves 4X games, the classic Masters of Magic is free for a limited time. And the remake will be out in December. So, I know Steeg would be interested. I hope he happens to come by in the middle of this. Guys are saying, just get a new one installed. How hard can that be? Made me aware of your channel. And I am well-known troll. Ask anyone. Yeah, Kai, you are banned. Please hand in your potato land parking pass in the potato head. It sounds like Catherine's not taking your situation into consideration, just saying, oh, it's not hard, is it? It's not, the process isn't hard, but you got to think about the big picture here. See, so as far as strategy games go, Master of Magic is one of the old school all-timers, right up there with Civilization and Master of Orion, original release in 94. Gave you a settlement and a scout in the traditional manner, but it also made you a wizard rather than, say, boring old Abraham Lincoln, researching varied kinds of magic, let you summon different troops and call down different spells from its selection of hundreds. If you never tried it, Masters of Magic Classic is available for free right now on GOG. Though originally published by Microprose, Masters of Magic ended up at Atari before being rescued from obscurity by Slytherin. What? Who released the Casters of Magic DLC a whole 25 years after the base game launched. Slytherin is also publishing a modern Master of Magic remake by Polish studio Muha Games, responsible for the Thea series, and has announced that it will be released on December 13th. GOG is celebrating its 14th anniversary right now, and as well as giving away Master of Magic Classic, it's brought Skyrim to its store at last. Yes, that really is a thing people wanted. The thread requesting it on GOG's community wishlist forum has over 15,000 votes in its favor. GOG's also have GOG's also having a sale with over 900 games discounted. Here are a handful of the highlights. Dragon Age Origins Unlimited, 75% off. Homeworld, 90% off. Mordheim, City of the Damned, 90% off. Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines, 50% off. Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim Special Edition, 67% off. So, Masters of Magic Classic will be available for free until Sunday, October 2nd. Ah, it already passed. That was yesterday. Lame. The remake's designers have been explaining what's new in their version of the series, noting why they've made changes to spells like Web and Flying Fortress, increase the movement for units, given magical range attacks, ammunition, and reduce the Hydra's number of heads from the original 9 down to 3. The remake will be available on GOG Steam and the Epic Games Store. So December 13th, y'all. And this shit, I was thinking of getting the classic one. I went on GOG to get it, but it looked a little too dated. I was like, that looks like it's gonna be kind of a little harsh to play. I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot on my plate. My calendar is full for the month, so I didn't get it. I figured since the new one's coming out, fuck it, I'll get the new one when it comes out, December 13th. So, classic Master of Magic was free. Is no longer. Steam Deck add-on Killswitch to be redesigned after $1 million mistake. The owner of the kickstand is using the owner of the Steam Deck. The creator of the Killswitch case for Steam Deck is asking owners not to use the magnetic kickstand because I'm going to summarize this article for you. The magnetic kickstand slows down the fan in your Steam Deck, causing performance issues. And so yeah, don't use that kickstand if you have this case. That's it. There we go. All right, let's say some goodbyes, y'all. Let's say some goodbyes because motherfuckers be dying. Yeah, Caillou. Oh wait, the big secret reveal by the Pope. Chewbacca speaks English. I miss the Polish food. I make lots of bigos in winter, meat and cabbage. Pierogies are so good. Catherine, dear, people like to be paid. Heat pumps are not free. It seems 50 degrees. Oh, it seems 55 degrees Fahrenheit is the limit of her comfort tolerance. That's not even that cold. My grandparents met in Russian-occupied Poland, were in a labor camp during World War II. My mother was born in Germany just after the war. They came out of Austria when mom was 1 year old. That's crazy, dude. Pierogies are bomb. Every game on that list that interests me, I already own. All right, well, there's 900 games total, so I mean, you see what you know, what's good. Do love Skyrim. I roll up a new character at least 5 times a year. Jeez, man, I don't play that much Skyrim. I have not played that. I have it. I have a collector's edition. I played it a little bit, I think. I have hardly played it. Hammer Mage is nothing to squint at. And here you are, Aiken. That sounded like a dramatic combo of countries. Poor Stadia. I know, right? What? Yeah, Stadia's gone. Right now, I'm playing Pokemon. Nice. Good choice, man, right? Mario Fernandez, cabbage wrapped meat in tomato sauce is delicious. I will make pierogi using what my grandmother taught me. I did not know Stadia would end up in the Google graveyard sooner rather than later. Oh, I knew. What up, Bamboo Soldier? Bless up, Kai and all. What up, dog? Blessings upon you too, brother. Yeah, so Google is shutting down Stadia, its cloud gaming service. Good night, sweet prince. Google has announced, let's see what this says. In order to improve and accelerate ongoing live service development and to better adjust player feedback and quality of life updates, we have relocated studio resources and are no longer working on local campaign split-screen co-op. Google has announced it is winding down its Stadia video game streaming service and will shut it down on January 18th, 2023. Give me 1 second, everybody. Give me a sec. I need check out something.
And what a game here as Johnson kicks towards the goal, and oh my god, Singh makes a fantastic save. But I believe he hit his nuts on the goalpost. He is down. Let us have a closer look at instant replay. Not only just self-sacrifice on this play, but sacrificing future generations as well. Obviously going all out for his team, saving the ball right here, but also losing 2 on the play, putting his balls on the line. Let us have a moment of silence for this man's fallen brothers. As you see right here, he got to the ball and so did...
All right, so I heard something. I needed to check on what it was, but then I ate a chip. So Google has announced it is winding down its Stadia streaming service and will shut it down January 18th, 2023. It's October. Three months. Three and a half months ish. Yeah, 3.5 months. That's how much time we got, y'all. In a new blog, the search engine company revealed that Stadia hasn't gained the traction with users that we expected. And as a result, the company has made the difficult decision to begin winding down the service. Google will be refunding users who purchased either hardware or games from Google and Stadia. We're grateful to the dedicated Stadia players that have been with us from the start. We'll be refunding all Stadia hardware purchases made through the Google Store and all game and add-on content purchases made through the Stadia Store. Players will be able to access their games library and play until January 18th. We could have told you this was going to happen, Google. It's too early. 10 years from now, maybe. Right now, dumb. So yeah, Google says that the underlying technology that powers Stadia has proven to be powerful, and Google has already started offering Stadia as a white label product, meaning other companies can use the technology without becoming a part of Stadia's ecosystem. Smarter than what you were doing. What happened? Stadia's closure is not a death knell for video game streaming. Xbox and Nvidia could offer cloud gaming as part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and GeForce Now, respectively. So, goodbye Stadia, and goodbye Overwatch. Heroes never die, but games do. An Overwatch 1 obituary. Overwatch is survived by its patricidal child, patricidal child, Overwatch 2. Yeah, I honestly, this is I'm not happy about this. This is lame. 2016, right? 2017, 2018, that's 6 years. This game lasted 6 years. They dropped this game like it was going to be such a big thing, and then it lasted 6 years. That's it. All that effort, any money you put into it, like, what's the point? And for that to, like Blizzard, who just did a thing with Warcraft 3 where they were like, oh no, we need to preserve our audience there. They're like cannibalizing. They're hoping that everyone's going to go to Overwatch 2, but then they're building an environment in Overwatch 2 that is going to be very demanding of your time and money. That's not going to bring everybody over. It's not the same game. It's not the same anything. It's not the same. Overwatch is gone. Today, Blizzard pulled the plug on the servers of the original Overwatch to make way for Overwatch 2, and my goodness, am I sad about it. This morning, I threw on a t-shirt, only to realize it was merchandise from the 2019 Overwatch League Finals. A fitting outfit for today's farewell. I've been ping-ponging emotionally between the excitement of a new Overwatch revival and the fear of what Overwatch has become. I remember we read the article here. I've been concerned about the way Overwatch 2 has monetized itself, changed the sounds and the dynamics of the heroes I played thousands of games with, and how it intends to capture the attention of new players. I am concerned, not because I'm an Overwatch hater, but because I love it more dearly than almost any other game. So, though it's time to say goodbye, I just wanted to reflect on some of the PC Gamer team on what made Overwatch special. So, what made Overwatch special to me was how it adapted constantly, in game and outside of it. Character reworks, yada yada yada. Well, I'm just gonna meet up with you guys here. I'm just gonna talk to you guys, see how you feel about everything. Interesting. My grandparents met at the Japanese tournament camp, Tula Lake. Oh, that's nuts, man. Good night, Cookie Master Delights. Oh, good night, Erica. Sleep tight. My parents met in a restaurant where mom worked as a waitress. Aiken, are you referring to goemki? I think little cabbage parcels of meat. Ooh wee. But Soccer Man isn't crying for his mommy and a bag of ice. Who's Soccer Man? One man show. That's a cute story. Mom looked odd as a blonde. Dad was Army at the time. He had a thing for women with her first name. Don't ask me. I don't understand it myself. Never even heard of this. Never even heard of what? Stadia? Oh my god. Hello, Eve. How you doing? Go-Go Dolls better than Google. It's Guamsky. Italians call it fagottini. Fagotini. That was it. Poor Overwatch. Never played it. It was fun, but they kept changing it. They kept altering the very nature. They took away all the fun. They took away a lot of the fun, and they just made it very regimented. As you Google, figurines would be tough sell. Maybe Google action figures. Yeah, at least we still have all that good Overwatch porn. Lots of good porn, great stuff. That's true. Lots of great Overwatch porn. The only food I refused to eat was kazza. Tastes like dirt. Yuck. Poles can't get enough of that crap. Overbearing. What is kazza? Goemki dolls. You open them and there's beef inside. But inside that beef is another doll. What? That's fucking awesome. Kazza or kasha is buckwheat or some grain used before potatoes came to Poland. Okay. Don't be surprised when people haven't heard of things. Some are cultural barbarians while the rest of us live under rocks now and then. Yeah, so Overwatch was I don't know. Overwatch. This is a long article. It's not long, but it's too long for what it is. At least for where we want to spend our time. But Overwatch is gone. Only lasted 6 years. They wanted companies to pay like millions of dollars, like they're the NFL, to make a team instead of letting them grow organically. It's like Overwatch 1 was created to make money, but at its core, there was a really good game with a great story and a great world. And it was a lot of fun to play. Over time, it moved away from that. And then now Overwatch 2 is the new iteration of let's make money. Not let's make a great game that makes money. Let's make money. It does, like, I played Overwatch 2 and it seemed fun. But it's like we were talking about the extreme pace of the battle pass and how they're paywalling heroes and all that stuff. Dog, I got other games to play. Don't make me play that game just to keep up with the new drops. Misspelled go-go. I will explain any vocab questions. Mr. Goat is crazy for buckwheat. He will steam shovel that stuff down. It's beautiful to watch. All right, so Kerbal Space Program Studio is working on something new. It's a stylized space-based adventure game. Does anyone play Kerbal Space Academy? You can build rockets and explore space, and it uses physics and stuff. It's a really cool game. Intercept Games was founded in early 2020 to assume control of the development of Kerbal Space Program 2, which up to that point had been in development at original Kerbal studio, Star Theory Games. At the time, it seemed almost like a straight name change, as key members of the Kerbal 2 team, including former Star Theory studio head Jeremy Abels, creative director Nate Simpson, and lead producer Nate Robinson, all moved to Intercept to continue working on the game. The process hasn't gone perfectly smooth since then, however. At the time, Kerbal Space Program 2 was slated to be out sometime before March 31st, 2021, but after multiple delays, it's now not expected until early 2023. It also recently came to light that while Intercept Games was formerly specifically to work on Kerbal 2, it's also got another game on the go. That project, according to Take-Two job listing, is an unannounced stylized space-based adventure game. The listing says applicants should have a passion for space exploration, rocketry, world building, and related entertainment media, and will be responsible for, among other things, translating the game's visual design language into explorable worlds. Fully spherical planets and the Unreal Engine, etc., etc. So they're working on a space adventure game, the people from Kerbal. So that's going to be cool. I wonder if it's going to be anything like, what's that fucking game? Beyond something. Let me open up Steam. Dying Light. Nope, that's not it. Son of a bitch. Beyond something. Damn it. Let me look it up. Give me a second. Ooh, man. It's a lot of games. Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds. I wonder if it's going to be anything like Outer Wilds. All right, y'all. Tried Kerbal for about 20 minutes. Got a refund. Star Trek Online needs a massive reboot like yesterday. It's getting old and relies on contracts from STD and Picard. Oh, man. That's rough. BPL plays Kerbal. You can make man-made horrors beyond imagination. I don't know who's BPL. I stopped Star Trek Online years ago. Bored me to no end. No Man's Sky. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard really good things about No Man's Sky. Hail, Angelus Draven. How you doing, brother? No Man's Sky is pretty. I'll give it that. Story-wise, kind of thin to me. I've heard they've really done a lot and improved a lot of aspects of it. But right now we're talking about reactions to the new N64. What new N64? Hold on, let me fix this. Nintendo's newest release was causing commotion in 1996. Children and adults alike were interested in the Nintendo 64. The gaming system was anticipated to be in higher demand than the Cabbage Patch doll that came out a few years before the N64. Excuse me, Jesus Christ, fuck, shit. What? What? The fuck? The fuck is this? It's weird. It won't play. Huh. I don't know. I guess fuck this article then. Okay, this one's pretty funny. At least the title of it is. Nintendo does what Valve don't. Game barred from Steam will launch on Switch. Doing good. Final Fantasy 14 story is amazing. I've actually heard that a lot. Pretendo. If you like fantasy type MMOs. I like No Man's Sky. I stopped when the story stopped. And where did the Cabbage Patch Kids end up? Collector's hell. Looks like an archived article from back in the day, but it said it was posted in 2022. Don't fuck ducks. It's ecologically unsound. Hey, Deranged Lunatic, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show, buddy. Nick McCabe. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're well, Nick. Ogre Battle 64, that got me through high school. That and Hunchback of Notre Dame. So, it suddenly occurred to me that I didn't want to get involved in anything weird. Japanese publisher Spike Chunsoft announced that the first official English translation of visual novel Chaos Head Noah won't be coming to Steam as planned due to Steam's guidelines required changes to the game's content. But while the game is apparently too risque for Steam, the family-friendly folks at Nintendo apparently have no problem with the Switch version that Spike Chunsoft says will launch in the US on October 7th as scheduled. Spike Chunsoft Inc. believes these Steam guidelines required changes would not allow the game to be released to its standards. The publisher said that its announcement that the company is looking into delivering the title through alternative storefronts. And when details are decided, it will make another formal announcement. Until then, your patience and understanding is appreciated. So, Chaos Head Noah was initially listed for Steam presale in April, but that page was taken down in August, according to tracking site SteamDB. At the time, that led to some concerns about the eventual fate of the Steam version, which Spike Chunsoft finally confirmed today. Valve's apparent push for content restrictions comes even though the extremely similar thematic sequel Chaos Child has been available in English on Steam since 2019. Following its initial 2014 release in Japan on the Xbox One, the English PS4 version of Chaos Child received an M for mature rating from the ESRB, which described a game scene of strangling, torture, and exposed brains alongside sexual content like two female characters moaning off screen while discussing each other's breasts. So how bad is it? Chaos Head Noah is an enhanced port of Chaos Head, the game that launched cult classics science adventure series of visual novels. Steins Gate sequels. The game follows a series of murders and suicides in Tokyo's Shibuya neighborhood and allows players to change the story progression by indulging in various positive and negative delusions. Some of those delusions can reportedly get extremely gory and or suggest, but not directly show, imminent sexual violence. I don't think it gets much worse than anything already in Steam's library. It's far from adult, even if it can be quite gruesome in certain scenes. The original was released in Japan's PCs 2008 before Enhanced Noah hit Xbox 2009. Solely distributed to those younger than 18 years old. Assumes the game should not be distributed by those younger than 18. So yeah, if you want this game, long story short, wait, what's it called again? Chaos Head Noah. So if you're interested in this, it's gonna be on Switch, not on Steam, but on Switch. So that's funny. And the other twin is here. Hey, Sam. Over Battle 64. Got me through high school and Hunchback of Notre Dame. 33. What are the pluses for? Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, some niggas talking, but we hate the let's get it. Let's go. I don't want to rap no more.
Yeah. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. Angelus Draven. There are independent games on Steam with full frontal and X-rated stuff in them. How the hell is this not on Steam? I know, right? Off-screen moaning while they talk about their breasts. Scandalous. Slightly peeved, missed the meeting with the publisher to do my marketing pitch. Lame, misread the time zone. Oh well, it was optional. C'est la vie. You know what? You could always be like, hey, so I'm sorry I missed the meeting today. I misread the time zone. Is it possible that we could reschedule? Truly my mistake, and I apologize, but I would like to, if you're still willing, give it a shot, man. I'm really sorry about that, though. That's rough, man. That's a bitch. I'm sorry to hear that, Sam. One D&D will have just 4 major class groups, 48 subclasses. One D&D is about to get a brand new update, which will show off its class group system and provide rules for D&D bards, rangers, and rogues. What is one D&D? Let's see. What's Guy drinking? Water. Just water. The next batch of playtest content for Wizards of the Coast new version of Dungeons & Dragons. So 1D&D is the new version of Dungeons & Dragons. The next batch of playtest content for 1D&D is just around the corner. Whereas the first Unearthed Arcana for 1D&D provided fresh rules for D&D races and background, this one is all about classes. In particular, it will feature fresh material on bards, rangers, and rogues. The 3 classes categorized as experts in this new material, which comes out today on September 29th. The rogue, ranger, and bard are grouped together into the expert classes. Unearthed Arcana, thanks to a tweak to the game's class system. This 1D&D rules update is bringing back class groups, an old feature that appeared in D&D way back in 1989 in the second edition of Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. There will be 4 D&D class groups in total: Warrior, Mage, Priest, and Expert. And it seems these 12 classes from the player's handbook are going to be split between them. Presumably, there will be 3 classes in each. So while the Rogue, Ranger, and Bard classes are each considered experts, perhaps the Paladin, Cleric, and Druid will be deemed priests, and so on. D&D designer Jeremy Crawford explains in a video announcing the update that class groups will allow designers to swiftly create content that serves multiple classes at once. He says a certain feat. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's smart. I see. The design-wise, yeah. You could also have a designation, a class designation, whatever. He says a certain feat or magic item may require a particular class group or a prerequisite. For example, it seems each class group will have its own signature feature. The experts will be predictably enough expertise, a 5e rule that lets you double your proficiency bonus. In D&D, 5e, bards and rogues already get this ability, so really the new rules just bring rangers into the fold. Crawford says that currently 48 subclasses have been designed for 1D&D, but only 3 will feature the upcoming Unearthed Arcana document. 1 for each class in the expert group. Just as before, Wizards of the Coast is hoping to collect feedback on the 1D&D playtest material through surveys, and will be releasing the document for free on D&D Beyond. Apparently 40,000 people responded to the previous survey, and Crawford plans to do a video on the feedback provided. There's still a chance to make your voice heard if you haven't yet, though, as Crawford says, the survey doesn't close until next week. Certainly seemed to be closed when we looked just now, though. So, yeah, they're changing up the way they do classes in D&D. DD app. 1D&D is the end of D&D. No worries. Already sent a professional email extending my apologies. Attach a script, research and all, and a PowerPoint. All sorted. Rock and roll, Sam. Good job, man. Yeah, pretty much since they are getting rid of racials and stuff. Yeah, that's fucking dumb. I'm also drinking H2O. Good. WOTC has gone full woke. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast is trash, man. It's so stupid. But speaking of trash, Saudi Arabia wants to spend $13 billion to buy a leading game publisher. The kingdom wants to expand its presence in the video game industry in a very big way. That's not a good thing. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has been making some big moves into the gaming space in recent years. Through various public agencies, it's made big investments in Capcom, Nexon, Nintendo, ESL Gaming, SNK, and Embracer Group. Ooh. That's a lot. It's not done yet. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who multiple intelligence agencies believe is responsible for the brutal murder and dismemberment of Saudi dissident journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018, has announced plans to invest nearly $38 billion across 4 separate programs, more than $13 billion of which will go towards acquiring a leading game publisher. The investments will be made by Savvy Games Group, a fully owned subsidiary of Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. which is chaired by bin Salman, widely considered the architect of the ongoing civil war in Yemen that has resulted in an estimated 377,000 deaths. Here's how the investment will be divided: $18.7 billion for a series of minority stake investments in key companies that support Savvy's game development agenda. $13.3 billion for the acquisition and development of a leading game publisher to become a strategic development partner. $5.3 billion to invest into mature industry partners who add value and expertise to Savvy's portfolio. $533 million for diversified investment and industry disruptors to grow early stage games and esports companies. Savvy Games Group is one part of our ambitious strategy aiming to make Saudi Arabia the ultimate global hub for the games and esports sector by 2030. We are harnessing the untapped potential across the esports and games sector to diversify our economy, drive innovation in the sector, and further scale the entertainment and esports competition offerings across the kingdom. Savvy Games Group expects its strategy to result in the creation of 250 game companies in Saudi Arabia, generating 39,000 jobs and boosting the industry's contribution to Saudi Arabia's GDP, $13.3 billion. The cost of publisher acquisition, 250 game companies. That's a fuck ton. What? Are there even 250 game companies right now at all? There's no indication as to who. No, there's definitely. I'd say that maybe there's more than between 250 and 500, maybe. But what the fuck? What? That's a lot. Oh my god. There's no sign of who they'll be eyeballing. By way of comparison, Sony picked up Bungie for $3.6 billion. Microsoft acquired Bethesda for $7.5 billion, and Take-Two snagged Zynga for $12 billion. The only thing keeping a $13 billion buyout from the top of the heap is Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, which, if and when completed, will cost $68 billion. That'll likely hold the top spot for a while. Oh my god, dude, that's nuts. A rumor surfaced in August that Amazon was looking to acquire Electronic Arts. That was ultimately shut down, but having EA in its stable would make Savvy an instant big player in the international games industry. Ubisoft is another perennial favorite for takeover rumors. But it's equally notorious for resisting such attempts, and recently took a large chunk of cash from Tencent that actually strengthens its independent footing. Ubisoft also isn't worth anywhere near $13 billion at the time of Tencent investment. It has an estimated public evaluation of $5.3 billion. Maybe that's how much they're willing to spend, and not how much they're committed to spend. You know what I mean? Let me scroll up. Yeah, pretty much just get rid of old racials and stuff. I'm also drinking H2O. Good morning, Tina. How you doing? Dude, I don't like that shit. These motherfuckers, Saudi people, Saudis fucking buying game publishers. No. Founding member of Disco Elysium claims core devs involuntarily left the company. All right, let's take a break from these for a minute and chill out. Get a chip. All right, y'all. So, I haven't smoked a bowl yet. Even before the stream started, I didn't get to do it. What is this, Elroy? By the way, hello, Elroy. I don't know if I said hi. What is a triangle-shaped... Water is a triangle-shaped molecule. It has a memory. Why would the triangle shape indicate memory? Elroy, curious about that. But I'm going to smoke a bowl. So I got to leave you guys for a minute here with... let's do this one. I gotta go off screen for a minute. And this might give you a little indication of what's coming. Rock and roll, baby.
Oh, you're the reason why I am my way. You're the reason why I rip my shirts, why I eat at the buffet. You got your very own kind of nice. We all live inside a butter world. Oh, butter. Butter. Gonna eat it by the sticks tonight. Gonna eat out this world. Oh, butter. I'm about to take a bite. 'Cause I want that salty cream. What I dream about all night. Butter dreaming. I'm about to take a bite. 'Cause I want that salty cream. What I dream about all. Butter. Butter.
Hey. Son of a bitch. Oh my god.
You win. Perfect.
Damn it. Stupid mute button. Why? Damn. Love the baby. So how's my old man? Ooh. What does water remember? Everything. Why wouldn't it? It's been here forever, right? Woo-wee. That got me. Oh, 33. Was my headphones cold? Cable dragging across my keyboard. That's funny. Water is weird. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, man, that was rough. That was a rough hit. Let me check how many more articles we got, actually. It's this one and one more. It's all video games, but there's just 2 left. Damn. Then we just fuck around. Talk games, talk about whatever. I'm kind of bummed. I'm bummed about Overwatch, man. Like, I really enjoyed playing Pharah. I really enjoyed that character. I just see a bunch of missteps and lessons that we can learn from Overwatch. You should make a video about that. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good video. I know exactly what I would lay out too. I know how I would lay it out. Because it was like Overwatch had a lot of things it needed to be successful. And then it also shot itself in the foot along the way at like every opportunity. And so I don't know, man. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. Martin Luiga asserts, I guess I'm just going to be playing a lot more Apex from now on, asserts the dissolution of ZAUM as a cultural association and distinct from ZAUM, the company. Okay. ZAUM has issued the following statement: like any video game, the development of Disco Elysium was and still is a collective effort. Every team member's contribution essential as a valued as part of the greater whole. At this time, I have no further comment to make other than the creative team's focus brings the development of the next project. Excited to share more on this news soon. So Martin Luiga, founding member of Studio ZAUM and an editor on Disco Elysium PC Gamer's 2019 Game of the Year and Top 100 chart topper, has announced the dissolution of ZAUM Cultural Association via a post on Medium, first spotted by independent journalist Nibel on Twitter. Lugia declines ZAUM Cultural Association is distinct from the company and claims that Disco Elysium lead designer Robert Kurvitz, writer Helen Hindpier, and art director Alexander Rostov involuntarily left the company at the end of 2021 and on October 2nd tweeted that they were no longer with the studio and signed the messages being from the three of them. Luiga asserts that ZAUM as a cultural project no longer represents the ethos it was founded on. He explains that he believes ZAUM was a success and that most of the mistakes that were made were contingent, determined on the sociocultural conditions we were thrown into. In response to a comment on Medium, Luia seems to blame ZAUM's investors for its change in character and the departure of key members. Luiga also concedes that he doesn't know if ZAUM would have been able to fund itself without those investors' contributions. For a while, it was beautiful. My sincerest thanks to all those who rooted for us. Until they were forced out, and they know the place no longer stands for what it was founded on. Members Punk Collective that eventually became a studio, ZAUM, and outlined in various interviews and the Disco Elysium art book. Kurvitz and Heinz Veer in particular were driving forces in the game's lauded script, and Rostov's impressionistic art style remains one of the game's defining features. As for the sequel, with job postings mentioning a love of sci-fi and space, Luiga doesn't seem as worried about it as you might expect. In another tweet, he writes, "I think that things with the sequel are actually sweet enough. You might even get it the way it was meant. It might take a shit ton of time, but RPG fans are sort of accustomed to waiting, aren't they?" I've reached out to Studio ZA for comment. ZAUM for comment. So yeah, that's pretty messed up. Whatever the fuck went down there, man. Ugh. Hey, you don't cough, you don't get off. Seems to be mostly true. Good riddance. Hey, Akbar Shabaka. After over 2 decades, the Sega Dreamcast is getting a new upgrade. What? Bruh. It's really a freaking shame that the Dreamcast went down. Look at how beautiful that thing is. It was ahead of its time. Veteran gamers may recall 2001 as one of those rare historic years when the trajectory of the video games industry well and truly changed forever. It was the year that Nintendo finally followed up on the N64 with the GameCube. Microsoft made its bold debut into the console market with the very first Xbox, and Sega ended production of the failed Dreamcast and exited the gaming hardware race for good. In many ways, the Dreamcast was an unfortunate casualty of Sega's biggest mistakes, and its unique hardware and killer library of games were never given a true chance to shine. However, none of that has stopped Dreamware Enterprises in its bid to create a brand new accessory for the system nearly 20 years after its discontinuation. There have been plenty of independent projects centered around creating new Dreamcast accessories and peripherals in the years since its inception. 2019, for instance, notably saw a Kickstarter of modern-day Dreamcast controller reach its funding goal and enter production. However, as Miro's largest, most ambitious accessory upgrades yet. Huh? The VMU is getting a souped-up remake? What? What? No shit. While other consoles in the years following Dreamcast demise have played around with the idea of a smart controller with its own screen, cough the Wii U gamepad, nothing since has quite managed to replicate the versatile functionality and unique novelty of the VMU. Though Sega apparently won't be releasing Dreamcast Mini and with VMU support anytime soon, Dreamware Enterprises looks to bring some of that magic back with a successor to the original device, the VM2. According to Indiegogo page, the VM2 is a VMU with a bunch of upgrades to bring it in line with modern-day technology. While the form factor remains the same, the company knows that the device will feature USB-C charging, micro SD card storage, a backlit image streaming to PC, image streaming to PC, and a whole host of other perks. Externally, it is upgraded and at the same time keeps the original looks and feels as homage to the original VMU. The market appeal of such a device might appear rather niche, and it's a fair way of out of impulse buy territory at a price tag of roughly $132. But none of that has stopped the project's success. Dreamware blasted through its initial funding goal and is expected to make the product a reality, provided that no unforeseen roadblocks crop up. According to the company, those who have reserved a VM2 for themselves should expect them to begin shipping in August 2023. Dude, what? Look at that. So it's the thing that goes right here, right in there. That's sick. That's so cool. Even at 2x speed, that song is terrible to me. Chewbacca is Bigfoot. Sega loosened cast. That's all the game news I got for y'all. That's all I got. But you know what? Since we're saying goodbye to Overwatch, I'm gonna play my video of my Farah highlights as a goodbye, as a rest in peace Overwatch. I guess I'll see you guys in a minute. Smoke them if you got them, folks. All that shit right there is why I'm going to miss Overwatch. I love it. The skill shots flying around. But I don't know. It's like a game that hit and missed the same amount of marks. You know what I mean? For every good, there was a bad. Like, not bad, but for every well-executed thing, there's a poorly executed thing. But yeah. That's a bummer, man. I guess we could go through some Instagram stuff if y'all are... It's not a chatty night for everyone tonight. The chat is pretty chill. Y'all are chill as fuck. So, I guess we can go through some Instagram, but probably call it a short show tonight. Let me see. Okay. There we go. My friend, hey, what's up? Me, having just watched 3 hours of conspiracy YouTube videos. What if I told you that the Republic is now under the control of a Dark Lord of the Sith? The camera is much better than a rifle. Yeah, look at these. These are fucking cute. Look at this. Ah, that felt good. This fucking wolf clawing his head. Imagine a society of slaves who didn't think they were slaves simply because they could buy 32 flavors of ice cream at the store. Imagine. Yeah, just playing a game and listening to you. That's chill, awesome one. That's chill, man. Yeah, ain't no obligation to talk. It's just, it changes the dynamics a little bit. You know what I mean? I was playing a game but stopped when the phone rang. I know how that goes. Look at this fucking cat, dude. Literally playing catch by himself. Look at this shit. That's fucking funny. In 1920, we took children out of the coal mines. In 2020, the most popular game on the market is Minecraft. The children yearn for the mines. Nope. Look at this fucking cat. Oh, it's a song. Okay. I can play this song. You're too much is someone's version of perfect. I am experiencing that right now. Not right now, literally, but you know, these days with Jenny and all that. I'm too much for a lot of people. Yo, it's straight curves and everything. He like boots it. I too was once a man trapped in a woman's body. Then I was born. But that's, oh yeah, Snowflake students claim Frankenstein's monster was misunderstood and is in fact a victim. But that's the book. That's what the book is about. They finally got one right. Look at that. Damn meerkat. If any of you had to censor my comment, I understand, no hard feelings. Mannery, it might have been YouTube. It might have been automatic if it got censored. Still trying to recover from the weekend. Yeah, I hear you, man. That is one seriously bored cat, a victim of too much Nickelback. Okay, so we could watch this now or later. The Untold History of the Democratic Party. So I want to see where they go because I know some stuff about the party, but I don't know what I don't know. You know what I mean? Are y'all down to watch this? We can circle back. Someone makes you happy, make them happier. So this comment section on a TikTok video, so this comment section on a TikTok about insane things people ask at aquariums is a gold mine. My friend used to volunteer at a zoo and was asked by a grown adult, at what depth do dolphins become sharks? It haunts me to this day. When I was working at the aquarium, we had a lady ask if she could be baptized in the otter exhibit. Bruh. That's fucking great. You are correct, sir. I can be pretty spicy. Oddly, people not knowing what they don't know seems to be a trend. I am cosplaying as a background character. One of my friends came to an expo with us as an NPC. He kept this really pleasant, generic smile on his face the whole day, and all he would say was, "Welcome to the expo," and "Wow, I can't believe I'm at the expo," in the exact same tone of voice, and a whole bunch of people understood. It was amazing. So I think someone has a crush on my Christmas light decoration. That's freaking cute. Look at this guy. He's all the shit, man. My roommate got super stoned a couple weeks back and found out you can order personalized big Toblerone. He immediately forgot about it until it showed up last night. How long ago was this? A couple weeks ago? All right. Rocky ran up to me, gave me this pebble, and did a flirty little dance while making happy noises. which is the rooster equivalent of a proposal. A truly devastating blow to my boyfriend, the man who helped me raise him. That's fucking cute. The rooster fucking proposed. Oh my god. I enjoy hot food. All right. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite booth at the expo. Okay. I actually need to let this one play a little bit before I share it with you guys. Needs a little more. There we go. Not yet. Okay. There we go. So they're spraying. She walked out here naked, as you saw. She had underwear on, but like, so you can still see the underwear there underneath. But they are just spraying this on her. They're spraying this dress on her. And look at this. Straight paint a dress on her. She's got like a little dangly on her finger. I don't know if she realizes. It's weird. It's funny. But yeah. Look at that. That's freaking nuts. I mean, not crazy. Not like crazy to imagine, but still freaking cool. The cat is just chilling in there. I like the cat gives the slow blink too. She's happy. Slow blink from cats means they're happy. Booba. Look at the irregular cut. The woman needs a refresher course in proper method of using scissors. She probably didn't cut or arrange or style her own hair. It was probably done that way to keep it out of the way of the spraying and stuff. It was probably done for her. That was like an art show. They muddy the water to make it seem deep. They do. Whoops. I still love, you know what? I want to watch this one again because it was freaking great. Yeah. All right. All right, cool. That's where I was at. There's a heat-lap in here, woman. Of course I'm going to be in here. That's some cyberpunk shit right there. I'm referring to that hatchet job used to free her legs from the spray-on cocoon. Yo, this shit is funny. This shit is too funny. I'm going to mute the music, the audio, because there's like a song playing, and I'm going to read the text myself. Me and my best friend took swimming lessons so we could swim on our trip to Jamaica. Week 1. Week 2. Week 3. So we signed up for 5 weeks of lessons. Week 3. Dedication pays off. Unfortunately, in week 4, Bestie almost drowned. She came back stronger in week 5. We were consistent and determined. And by the time we got to Jamaica, we still couldn't swim. When my buddy sent me this, I was thinking, because you know the stereotypes about being able to swim, and so I was like, oh, look at them learning to swim. But at the end, the video said, nah, they didn't learn. They didn't learn. Oh, I made my dad jump when I farted while he was watching a horror film. There's a bunch of these. Oh, my cat caught all my fish from my aquarium, not as with tiny access panels. Not easy with tiny access panels. Supergirl with balls. Yeah, I've been the part of for I don't know, dude, what the fuck that is. I made my dad jump when I farted while he was watching a horror movie. I snuck into my mom's horse trailer and joined her on a 3-hour road trip to her next rodeo. Hotels are awesome. I should do this more often. That's fucking great. 3 hours after Dad hung the new screen door, I came through it like the Kool-Aid Man. I jumped into a stranger's car and stole a hamburger from someone's hands. I ran around the house screaming because the poop was stuck to my butt. My family thought I was dying. I eat puzzle pieces. My human calls me Hugo. My human calls me, hey, Lexi, get down. Oh, Huxley, sorry. Huxley, get down. Huxley, drop it. Huxley, I'm serious. Stop it. Huxley, be gentle. Huxley! I ate my dad's teeth. I took my teeth out and left them on the end table. I terrorize tiny humans and corner the neighbors for fun. I ate glittery Christmas ornaments, and now I have fabulous disco poo. So yeah, I love it. I love those dog shaming things. You're just softballing it in there, bro. Read to wreath. Yeah, it's not even with lead speak, that's not a word, bro. I'm sorry for so much talking. I'm sorry for talking so much. I love listening to you talk. And you start making out. Hey, bro, you the wheel, bro. Love wins. I think that was it. It's the last one. Yeah, love wins is the last one. Oh my god. I'm gonna look at that later. All right, so what's it called? That's how I got pulled up here. What? Oh, nice. That makes making these things much easier. All right. So I guess I'm done. I guess I'm done. Kai. The last part was a typo. Sorry. Oh, okay. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Oh, man. Damn, I can't believe I got through all those articles like so quick. That's ridiculous. I went straight to it. But still, I don't know. Then again, I guess usually I end up hopping through the chat and shit for a while. Catherine tells me she rewatched Cyberpunk Edgerunners today. For some reason, she says she sees elements of the main character in me. I haven't seen Edgerunners yet. I finished Tekken Bloodlines. That was cool. I need to watch Edgerunners. Have not seen it yet. Will watch soon. She rewatched it though. Damn. That's a whole thing. What's it called? Yeah, man. I don't know. I think that's about it for tonight. We watched it here first. It made her sad. Well, I don't know what the fuck happened, so don't spoil it for me. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. I'm gonna wrap it up and get out of here. As in, boohoo, I want to cry sad. No, I hear you. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up, everybody. Call it a short show tonight. Let you guys go. I hope everyone has a great night. I will see you on Wednesday. Pardon me. So far, my month is going on schedule, and I'm excited about that. So I'll by the end of the month, I'll have some stuff to show you guys. I'm excited. I'm waiting for the. I know I see the messages. Ebook update. I need to figure out why the program isn't working because I can't. The program I used isn't working. So once I get that fixed, then I can update it. Ever see cat eat a rat? They chew on the head, even the teeth. Cat's teeth stronger than rat teeth. No shit. Cat teeth are stronger than rat teeth. All right, Rumble in the Humble. Peace, brother. Have a good one. This is like the only second. This is like only the second time I made it to the end of one of these shows, and it's because I'm calling it early because you probably might not be here in another hour and a half. Thanks, Elroy. Thank you very much. If any of y'all are looking for something to read, some entertainment, something to scroll through for a minute, Bunker Buddies is available on my website. Free short story, Bunker Buddies. It's about a dude who wakes up in a bunker at the end of the world. I'll see y'all later. Have a great night. Much love. Thank you for hanging out. And see you back on Wednesday, y'all. Have a good night.
Second star to the right. And straight on till morning.
Set a course. For home.
I'm reading an ion storm on that trajectory, sir. Should I go around it?
We can't be afraid of the wind, Ensign. Take us to Warp 4.
It is the unknown that defines our existence. We are constantly searching, not just for answers to our questions, but for new questions. We are explorers. We explore our lives, day by day. And we explore the galaxy, trying to expand the boundaries of our knowledge. And that is why I am here. Not to conquer you with weapons or with ideas, but to coexist and learn.
Let's see what's out there. Engage.